let's talk about another PBC fighter who you guys have had a little bit of war words. I mean, not war words, but, there's been some talk. I want to get from your perspective, what is the deal with you and Adrien Broner?
Me and Adrien Broner, I just think, like I called him out a long time ago. I called AB out a long time ago when I first beat Joel Diaz on Showtime, on Showbox and stuff. I was like, I want Terrence Crawford and Adrien Broner. They was like the two top at 140, and that's I wanted to fight the top at the time, but I always want to fight Adrien Broner, man. Like, I think it'll be a huge. It just will be a huge event, basically, because our personalities, our personalities will clash for sure. We know a lot of the same people, like I said, in the hip hop world, the hip hop community, stuff like that. We know the same people. We kind of talk indirectly with each other all the time. He knows the same people I know, and so we'll be going back and forth like that, through that contact and stuff. So I think it'll be a huge fight, bro. Like, I think if we do that for 140. That'll be the biggest fight they can make at 140. It won't be no other fight. Nobody be worried about no other fights except that fight if they make it at 140, So, and
Are you guys friendly with each other, Regis, or do you guys not like each other? I mean,
no. I mean, it's not like I think the Hooker thing, we don't like each other. I think when me and Maurice Hooker, that's probably real bad blood. Adrien Broner, I don't know Adrien Broner. I mean, I don't know Hooker either, but I don't know Adrien Broner like that. You know what I'm saying? But I know a lot of people that's close to him. I'm close with a lot of people that is close to him too. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, like it's competitiveness. We gonna both say we'll whoop each other ass, and that's just how it's gonna be. We definitely gotta talk like that, but I don't think it's like no bad blood, like, you know what I'm saying, like that.
Just mutual respect, right? I mean, just two guys wanting to get after.
Yeah, basically, I feel like I can whoop his ass. He feel like he can whoop my ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. And hopefully, that fight can happen one day. And like I said, I think that'll be a huge event. Just because the people we know a lot of the same people. We close with the same people. We come from the same type of background. We both gonna talk. We both ain't gonna shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? We both gonna say what we gotta say and talk and do what we gotta do. So it'll be definitely a fun build up to the fight for the fans and stuff like that. But as far as like not liking them and stuff, nah. I mean, I don't know the man. You know what I'm saying? I can't say I don't know him at all. So it ain't. I can't dislike somebody if I don't know him. So
I read your publicist, who does a wonderful job, Bernie Barmazal, said, you sent me over some things that have been bantered about you, and I've seen that people have called you the modern day Roberto Duran. What does that mean for you?
I can't be the Duran, bro. I wish. I love Duran. Duran, like one of my favorite fighters ever. That's, of course, I love that name, but yeah, the Hands of Stone was something different, bro. I love Duran, like one of my favorite fighters, so.
But have you heard that? I mean, I'm sure you've heard that, right?
Yeah, of course. I see it. Yeah, I seen it and stuff like that. I don't know if I can live up to that name, but I love Duran is like one of my favorite fighters ever. One of my favorite fighters that ever lived. Duran is like most of people's favorite fighter. You look at like Floyd, that's one of his favorite fighters and stuff like that. You look at most people, Duran will be in their top 5. So I mean, that's that. I mean, it's just a big compliment, basically.
I want to talk about your trainers, who I don't think get enough credit. Bobby and Aaron Navarro, you've been with them since the beginning, if I'm correct, right?
Oh, something like that. Basically, I've been with Bobby since I think like I would say like my 7th pro fight. So that's like basically like the beginning.
So I know that you went because you went from New Orleans, went to Houston, then you were in LA for a little while, then you went back to Houston. Why did you decide to do that? Now, I want you to dive into how much your trainers mean to you.
Just like you said, bro, I had to be in Houston. I live in Katy now, but out here in Houston, basically, like, I live in training camp. That's the thing. And that was always my success. I lived in training camp. LA, I lived on vacation. Like, I still miss LA. I love LA. I really, really love LA, but LA is not somewhere I need to be right now. And I know that, I had to do a lot of self-reflection. I took my first loss while I was living in LA, and that played, a lot to do with my mind and stuff like that. And like I said, I lived on vacation. I love living in LA. When I lived in LA, I will always, now one thing about me, I always went to the gym. My priority was always go to the gym, but it's about what you do after the gym, right? So when I was in LA, I go to the gym. After that, I'm going to do all kinds of stuff in LA. I'm going beach, the gym I train at in Churchill.
Yeah, in Santa Monica.
Santa Monica, 2 miles from the beach. You know,
Yeah.
so right after that, I'm going to the beach. I'm going to PCH. I'm going, play, have fun, all that type of stuff. On weekends, there's all kinds of stuff to do out there in LA, and I just loved it. I like I said, I really lived on, like, it was like a big vacation for a whole year. I lived out there for a year, and it was like a vacation for a year. But I had to come back here because I live in training camp here. That's the main thing. Like, here, I go to the gym, I come home. I usually, if it wasn't for this, I'll be taking a nap right now because I got to train in another few hours again. And then I have to train after that again. So I come home here, I wake up, I go to the gym, I come home, I eat, I take a nap, and then I train again. And then, of course, repeat. What my activities, I just be around my kids, my family. I have a pool and lake and stuff like that behind the house and all that. But that it's just more serious here. Basically, in LA, it wasn't like that. In LA, it was, go to the gym.
Distractions.
It was a lot, yeah. Basically, it was a lot of distractions, but it's just like the mindset, the mentality that goes into things, like
more relaxed, right?
Yeah. And here, and recovery is a big part of training, basically, So I have to come, like I said, come home, take a nap. I come home, I rest. But when I was, like I said, when I was living in LA, after the gym, I'm going to play. I'm going to have fun. I'm going to do all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, of course.
Swimming. I was like spearfishing and free diving when I was out there in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah.
I'll be doing all that type of stuff. And that type of stuff, it takes away from you. It takes away from your boxing when you're doing that type of stuff. I don't know if you saw, we had like a little documentary called The Road to London. And, when I was in training camp for my fight with Josh Taylor, that was something I was doing. I was out there spearfishing. After training, we'll go to Malibu and I'll go spearfish in the water and all that, and that's
right down the PCH there.
Right down PCH. Yeah, I'll be right down PCH through Malibu, and that's what I'll be doing. It's just having a lot of fun, basically, but that's something, I don't need to do. I don't need to be right now. So I came back to Houston just to be around my trainers. And like I said, I live in training camp, and my trainers are amazing trainers. We always working. And like I said, even when I'm outside of training camp, that's what I do. I'm still working, and that was always my success. And I just want to get back to the top, man. I have a subscription to the Ring magazine, and every month for a long time, every month I would look in the Ring magazine. I was number one, and I prided myself for that.
Yeah.
And now I'm not. I'm number 2 or something like that. They got, I think Josh Taylor's a champion. He has the Ring magazine belt. Then you have Jose Ramirez, and then you have me. So I'm number 2. So I want that number 1 spot again. And it was, like I said, I had to do a lot of self-reflection to get back here, to come back here, because that was the only thing, I mean, of course, my wife is pregnant. We're about to have a baby.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. We have another baby this month. And of course, LA is expensive as shit. We all know LA is super high.
Trust me. I know. I lived there for 2
very,
years.
LA is very expensive, man. But the main thing that took me back here was, my trainers. Getting back around my trainers. I had to get back around my trainers, and that's what we did.
Getting back to your humble beginnings, huh?
Getting back to my humble beginnings, man. Just like I said, just living in training camp. I live in training camp. Even when I don't have a fight, I still live this way.
Yeah.
And that was always what I did. And we work as a unit here. Like we run together. Me and my trainer, we run together. Me and Bobby, that's what we do. We run. We swim together. We do the stairs together, and we in the gym together. When I was in LA for that time, I would do that all by myself. I would go run. I would still go run, but of course, it's always different when you have somebody pushing you, somebody running next to you, stuff like that. So, yeah, and I came back, and I mean, we all do the same. We all do the same stuff together, and not even just me and Bobby and my trainers, but the whole team. It's a lot of us. We all do all the same stuff together. So you have all these people pushing you all the time, and that's kind of what I needed. So that's why I came back.
So what are you hoping people take away from your performance on Halloween night and Showtime pay-per-view?
I have to be spectacular. I got to where I was. I became a world champion being spectacular. I have to, that's just what I have to do. I have to be a spectacular fighter. Go out there, dominate, be spectacular, have a great performance, and that's kind of what I got to do. Just be spectacular.
And once, assuming everything goes according to plan on Halloween night, who do you want next?
I don't know, man. I want to be a champion again. Of course, I definitely want to be a champion again at 140. It probably won't happen, to be honest, because that's the other side. Like I say, the other side of the street. So, I don't know, man. Maybe Adrien Broner. Maybe get
Ooh,
Adrien fight
I
me and
like
him.
that.
Yeah, maybe an Adrien Broner fight. If we on the same, we in the same stable as you call it now,
Yeah.
and we get an Adrien Broner fight or whatever they come up with. But I just
Would a
my
fight against Mario Barrios interest you? I mean, Mario Barrios is defending his title coming up on
he
that
has
same night.
that could be a fight also. Mario, he's right there too. He's in San Antonio. So
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be it. I think that could be a big fight also. So
Be a nice little Texas clash, right? San Antonio
like
against Houston.
San Antonio and Houston, bro. Yeah. So we can do that too with Mario Barrios. If he does stay at 140. So whatever. I'll be ready for whoever. But I want to be back at the top again.
Well, Regis, thank you so much for your time. Greatly appreciated. Stay safe. We look forward to seeing you during fight week down in San Antonio as you
Yep.
get ready to take on Juan Heraldez, the BBC debut of Rougarou himself.
Yes, sir. Thanks, bro. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Regis Prograis joining us. All right.